The story of the nurse hat continues, because after I helped my mom completely recover, my dad's doing okay. Seems like things are finally on the up and up, right? Right? No, wrong. Because shortly after that, I noticed something growing on my body. That's right, there was something. I'm going to do a Captain Kirk. There's something growing on my body. There was something growing on my body. And we had just got done dealing with fucking cancer with my dad. Sorry, I'm looking down here at the actual thing, and I should be looking right here at the camera. I'm sorry, I'm going to remember to look more at the camera instead of looking at the screen, looking at me talk. But anyways, so I had something growing on my body. What the fuck is it? So I have to go to the fucking emergency room. Except, unlike my parents, I don't have fucking health insurance. Because having health insurance in America means we're a socialist country and we've turned into Nazi Germany and Obamacare and the evil, and they're gonna microchip you and they're gonna take your babies in the night if we have the Obamacare. Because we're not allowed to have Obamacare, because then we might, have healthy fucking citizens. God fucking forbid we have healthy fucking citizens. We don't want that, do we? Of course not. There I go again, looking at the wrong place. So I check into the emergency room because I have something growing on my body, and I can't fucking figure out what it is, and I'm looking stuff up on the internet, and it's like, you should go to the emergency room immediately. And so I'm like, fuck, I have to go to the emergency room immediately. So I go to the emergency room, and they look at the thing that's growing on my body, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna have to fucking chop that shit off. And by this point, it was painful. I could not fucking walk. It was fucking up my whole left side of my leg. It was fucking me up so bad I could just barely fucking walk. I was walking slower and more feebly than my parents, which I used to marvel at how old and feeble they looked, because, oh no, they're old and feeble. Oh, that's sad, And it's like, look how carefully they have to walk. Every step is a gamble, If they fall down, that could be devastating. And so now I'm just like them. We're a big train of people just all shuffling along because we can't afford to walk any faster. And so I'm just as feeble as my parents. And my parents are like 80 and 70 something years old. So that tells you something. And so I'm just barely limping along, and they're telling me I need surgery, and so I'm trying to schedule surgery, but I don't have any money to pay for surgery because surgery is expensive as shit, and you gotta pay like 8 different doctors for 8 different things to have surgery, and oh, do you want anesthetic while you're having surgery? Oh, well, that's gonna be more money. That's a separate bill. And it's like, of course I want fucking anesthetic for my fucking surgery. Why does this need to be a separate bill? I think anesthetic should just be a part of the surgery bill. I don't think anyone's like, go ahead and cut me open, doc, but I'm going to skip on the anesthetic because I don't want to pay the extra money. If I'm going to be willing to pay them fucking money to have a surgery in the first place, you damn well better believe I'm going to get some fucking anesthetic. Ugh. So anyways, I'm trying to schedule the surgery. Well, I can't fucking get surgery because I don't have health insurance. Oh, and you can't get health insurance because you're fucking sick. So how the fuck do you get unsick to get health insurance so that you can not be sick anymore? You can't. It's a fucking catch-22. There's no way to fucking win. You just go into fucking debt. That's the only fucking way to win. That's the only way to win. You sign the form that says, I will be fully responsible for paying everything that I accrue here. Blah, 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 blah. I lied to him. I lied to get the surgery. I lied on the paper. I told him I was lying when I signed the paper. I was like, I don't have the money. If the special poor people insurance doesn't fucking come through because I don't have a fucking job right now because I got fired, then fucking I'm not going to be able to pay for this. I don't know when I'm going to be able to pay for this. This is too expensive for me to ever pay for. You better hope to God that your special fucking insurance comes through, because I'm signing this paper and I'm lying to you right now. On the paper I'm signing right now, I'm lying to you. And they're like, okay, just sign the paper and we'll do the surgery. And I'm like, okay, I'm lying to you. And they're like, okay. And then they promised me I was going to get the health insurance. And I was like, well, if you're lying to me and I'm lying to you, then everything equals out. Because if I don't get the health insurance, I'm not going to be able to pay. So, because I don't have health insurance and because I don't have money, I go on a special waiting list for people that are less important than other people with money. And so I'm on this waiting list. And so every, week or so you're supposed to call in and maybe you'll find out that you've been moved up on the waiting list. Well, it turned out for me every fucking time I called in, I'd get moved back on the waiting list. Gee, thanks a lot for telling me to call in to check to see if I'm on the fucking getting moved up on the waiting list, because every single time I call in to see if I've been moved up on the waiting list, I've been moved back on the waiting list. So I've been moved back, and I was moved back, and I was moved back. And so I kept having to go to the emergency room because I kept running out of my fucking prescription of pain pills, and it was too fucking painful to live without the fucking pain pills. So I kept having to go back to get more pain pills, and of course every fucking emergency room visit is hundreds of more fucking dollars that they tack onto your fucking bill that you've already told them that you can't pay. So finally, weeks and weeks and weeks pass, and finally I call them up and they're, good news, you've been moved up in the surgery. You're going to have it tomorrow. Holy shit, I'm going to have surgery tomorrow. Okay, well, I can't fucking say no, that's too soon. I can't, I'm completely unprepared to have surgery tomorrow. So I got to make all these decisions at the very last second because I don't have health insurance and I don't have thousands of extra dollars burning a fucking hole in my pocket. So I got to do all this extra bullshit. So I better fucking get the surgery while they're giving me the fucking opportunity to, or I'm just going to be out of luck for, who knows how long. They might just say, oh, we went against medical advice, we don't have to treat him ever. They could do that. I have no fucking idea. That's what they did to someone else I know. It's really fucked up. Back to this story. So anyways, I go in, I get the surgery. I tell them I'm not going to be able to pay for this. I have no way to pay, and I'm still waiting for the special insurance that's through that. I have to go to this specific hospital and these specific doctors because they've been approved for the special poor people insurance that I'm trying to qualify for, that I've been promised time after time after time that I'm going to qualify for and I'm going to get. There's no doubt in anyone's mind I'm going to get this insurance and it's going to pay for my surgery. So I get the surgery. Man, I almost fucking regretted having that surgery because I thought I was in pain before the fucking surgery. God fucking damn, after the surgery I was in so much fucking pain. It was ridiculous. Thankfully, they knew how much pain I was going to be in, and they gave me even stronger pain pills than the ones I had before, which did the fucking trick, I might add. If they can't take the pain completely away, they will fuck you up to the point where you don't give a shit about pain. Who cares? Fuck pain. Pain's a pussy. So anyways. So a couple weeks after I'm finally healing up from the surgery and I'm going back to this doctor's office, and of course every time you visit the doctor's office, that's $100 more dollars they're going to add on to your bill. So I'm going, they're saying to come back every week. So I'm paying $100 every week, and each time I have to go down to the special health insurance place and stand in a fucking line and wait for fucking 2 hours, even though my appointment was at like 8:30 in the morning. I have to go wait in line. By the time I actually get to my appointment, it's like 10, 11 o'clock, and it's hours behind, and it completely fucks up everybody's schedule. But I don't have a choice because I don't have $100 extra to pay every time I go to the doctor. And I have to go to the doctor because I just had fucking surgery, and you don't want to have surgery and not go to the doctor and then get some sort of infection, because that makes everything like a million times worse, and it makes it even more expensive. So the cheapest thing to do is to just go to the fucking doctor and rack up your $100 fucking doctor bill every time you go there, because that's way cheaper. Okay? It's cheaper to piss away $100 every single time you have to go to the doctor. It's cheaper. So a couple weeks after my surgery, I'm still going to the doctor every couple weeks. They're telling me everything's good. They're saying everything's good. I'm probably going to only have to come back, one, maybe two more times, make sure everything's good, which I never did, by the way, because it came back. Guess what happened with my health insurance? I was denied. They came up with some bullshit fucking reason why I didn't fucking qualify for their poor people insurance. Well, you see, what the deal is, I do qualify for poor people insurance. It's just not theirs. You see, they didn't bother to tell me that if there's any way for you to be approved for Medicaid, then you do not qualify for their insurance. And there is in fact a way for me to qualify for Medicaid, which is another type of poor people health insurance that's given out by the government, not by this specific hospital. And so I technically can qualify for that. Oh, but there's a catch, because I don't qualify for that, because I can't get the prosecuting attorney from my county to prosecute my ex-wife for child support. And because I can't seem to get him to do that, I am, what is the exact phrase they used? I am not cooperating with like family services or something like that. I'm like, I'm a bad guy now because I never got a form in the mail that I've tried to get them to mail to me several times just so that I could sign the fucking thing, so that I could get thousands of dollars of child support that my wife has owed to me for taking care of our kid for the last 6 or 7 years by myself. I'm owed child support for 6 or 7 years. I'd like to get it. It's thousands of dollars. It would have really helped me out. It might have even prevented me from losing my fucking house when I lost my good job. And all of a sudden I'm not fucking cooperating? You don't think that I want thousands of fucking dollars? What are you, fucking stupid? Of course I want thousands of fucking dollars. So you're telling me that if I could get thousands of dollars, you would pay for my surgery? You would pay for my surgery after I get thousands of dollars. Not before, not when I actually need you to pay for the surgery. After I get thousands of dollars, now all of a sudden you're willing to give me more money to pay for my surgery. What the fuck kind of bullshit nonsense is that? How does that make any fucking sense at all? If I had thousands of fucking extra dollars, I wouldn't fucking need you to pay for my goddamn surgery. That's why I hope and pray to a God who's not there for fucking Obamacare. Please, Obamacare, I want to live in a socialist nation with Nazi medicine. Please give me some good old Nazi medicine. Please, I need it. I'm going to die without the Nazi medicine. You understand? And it's a joke. I don't really think it's fucking socialism or Nazism or any of that shit. I think it's, bullshit put on by the fucking assholes that want to make sure that only fucking rich people can afford to be healthy. I'm sorry I'm not rich. I'm sorry that my boss basically fucked me over and made me lose the one and only good job I've ever fucking had. I'm sorry that I don't have enough money to be fucking healthy. Sorry. These fucking dumbass cocksuckers that, well, if they're so poor, why don't you just go get some more money out of your bank account or something? It's like, god damn, you fucking people just don't get it. When you don't have the money, you just don't have the money, and when you don't have the money, you are not shit in our society. You are a piece of crap in our society if you ain't got money. And if you don't have a way to get money, then you're going to remain a piece of shit in our society. That's just how it is. And you're going to remain a poor piece of shit, and you're going to die at a young age from a fucking treatable disease. Or if you don't die from the treatable disease, you'll just go further into debt, ensuring that you will always be a piece of crap in the society. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. The poor people get kicked down further, and the rich people get elevated higher. That's just how it is. It's a really fucked up system, and for some reason people put up with it